body is a prayer. This body, this breath, this life, a prayer. I have treated flesh like burden. I have called the body low, but every heartbeat keeps a rhythm. Only deeper love can know. These hands have carried hunger. These feet have crossed the storm. This chest has held the sorrow that the soul could not hold alone. Let me return to the ground I wear. Let every breath become a prayer. The body is a prayer. The breath is a flame. Every heartbeat calls me back into my name. The body is a prayer. The spirit moves through clay. I am not divided. I am learning how to stay. Breath and bold, coming home. Light within, begin again. Let the food become thanksgiving. Let the water make me clean. Let the rest become devotion. Let the wound be gently seen. I will not leave this temple to chase a distant sky. The holy moves within me as the breath is passing by. Let me return to the ground I wear. Let every breath become a prayer. The body is a prayer. The breath is a flame. Every heartbeat calls me back into my name. The body is a prayer. The spirit moves through clay. I am not divided. I am learning how to stay. Not only thought, not only light, but hands that serve and sleep at night. Not only heaven, not only earth, but love made flesh and sacred bare. The body is a prayer. The breath is a flame. Every heartbeat calls me back into my name. The body is a prayer. The spirit moves through clay. I am not divided. I am learning how to stay. Water in my hands, earth beneath my feet. sunlight on the leaves. Everything I thought was mine was given to me first. The sea beneath the soil, the rain above the field, the breath inside my body is not something I can keep. Slow down, touch the ground, hear the living world all around. Earth beneath me, water in my hands. I am not the owner, I belong to this land. Earth beneath me, fire in the sun. I receive this light, then I give it back as one. Mother Earth, hold me. Water, make me clear. Body made of earth, return me to earth. Food becomes a prayer when I remember where it came. Hands that worked before me, rain that never knew my name. I do not walk above the world, I walk inside His breath. Every root and river teaches how to live without excess. Slow down, touch the ground, hear the living word all around. Earth beneath me, water in my hands. I am not the owner, I belong to this land. Earth beneath me, fire in the sun. I receive this life, then I give it back as one. Let me take only what I need, let me leave more life behind. Let me remember every blessing was never only mine. Earth beneath me, water in my hands. I am not the owner, I belong to this land. Oh, water in my hands. Oh, I am not the owner, oh, I belong to this land. Earth beneath me, water in my hands.
Many names,
One light,
many rivers,
one sea.
I have called you by 1,000 names, fire, water, wind, and sky. I have searched through every doorway, asking where the sacred hides. But the light was in the silence, and the silence in the flame. Every path was pointing inward, every heart was saying the same. Beyond the word, beyond the form, There is a place before the storm. The one behind many names, the light behind every flame, the breath behind every prayer. You are everywhere. The one behind many names, the river behind the rain, the silence inside the sound. You are all around. What? One light, one sky. Many forms, one home. I do not need to hold the mystery. I do not need to make it mine. Let the mind become a window. Let the heart become a sign. Every face can be a doorway. Every wound can open wide. Every moment is returning to the source that lives inside. Beyond the word, beyond the form, there is a place before the storm. The one behind many names, the light behind every flame, the breath behind every prayer. You are everywhere. The one behind many names, the river behind the rain, the silence inside the sound. You are all around. Not separate, not alone. Many paths, one home. Not possession, not control. Only light, only soul.
The one behind many names, the light behind every flame, the breath behind every prayer. You are everywhere.
The one behind many names, the river behind the rain, the silence inside the sound. You are all around. Many names, one light, many rivers,
one sea.
I searched across the mountains, I searched across the sea. I asked the world to tell me who I was meant to be. I waited for the heavens to open from above, but in the deepest silence I heard the voice of love. The kingdom is within me, closer than my skin, not far away,
Not someday.
the kingdom is within me. The kingdom is within me, waiting in
Then the fire started rising. I knew the road too well. The womb prepared the answer. The old story rose to speak. My hands remembered anger, my mouth remembered blame. But something here was watching, and I did not move the same. This is the inner cross, where the old self meets the light, where the wound demands an answer, but I do not choose to fight. This is the inner cross, not a symbol far away. It is every living moment when I choose another way. What is rising? The anger. What is calling? The past. What is watching? The present. What is freedom? Not to act. Between the impulse and the response, there is a silence, there is a choice. Between the impulse and the response, I hear a deeper voice say, with the breath, stay with the breath. Do not become what rises next. Hold the space, hold the space. Let the old reaction lose its place. Stay away. Another way. Let it pass. I do not have to become the past. I wore the names they gave me. I carried every scar. I built myself from memory and forgot how wide I am. Every wound became a sentence. Every fear became my name. I kept repeating yesterday and called the pattern fate. But I am not my story. I am not my story. I am not the fear I carry. I am not the shame. I am not my story. I am not my story. What has happened lives within me, but it is not my name. Who are you? The one who sees. Who are you? The one who breathes. Are you the womb? No. Are you the past? No. I am the open space where the old can't lose its place. I am the living breath. Before the next step, I do not push it under. I do not turn away. I let the thunder rise, but I do not obey. One breath, one space, one moment full of break. One pause, one choice, one deeper voice. I am born again. I am born again. Not by changing who I seem, but by waking from the dream. I am born again. I am born again. Every time the old reaction does not tell me who I am. What is changing? The way I see. What is opening? The life in me. Is it far away? No. Is it someday? No. The kingdom is alive in me. Rise again. Rise again. Let the new life now begin. Breathe again. Breathe again. I do not have to be who I have been. I will not become what the anger asks of me. I will not become what the fear has made of me. I will stay, I will see. I will let the old one leave. I will breathe, I will wait. I will not repeat the chain. The kingdom is within me. The kingdom is within me. Closer than breath, closer than skin. The kingdom is within. I am not my story. I am not the past. Between the impulse and response, I find the freedom at last. I am born again, again and again. Every time the old self loosens and love becomes the way. Within, within. The kingdom is within. Again, 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 again. A new life now begins within, within. The light was always here. I became still, and the way became clear. The inner cross. I feel the fire rising. I know this road too well. The old voice wants my body. The old story wants to speak. My hands remember anger. My mouth remembers blame. But something here is watching, and I do not move the same. There are two roads inside me. One repeats the past. One stands still inside the burning and lets the moment pass. This is the inner cross, where the old self meets the light, where the wound demands an answer, but I do not choose to fight. This is the inner cross. I remain, but I do not fall. In the space before reaction, I can hear a deeper call. Stay awake, do not break. Let it rise, open your eyes. Stay awake, do not break. Let it rise, open your eyes. The tension moves like thunder. The body wants release, but I will not call it freedom if it only repeats grief. I do not push it under, I do not turn away. I hold the heat with presence until the pattern starts to fade. No punishment, no shame, no hatred of the flame. I only stop and see what used to govern me. This is the inner cross, where the old self meets the light, where the wound demands an answer, but I do not choose the fight. This is the inner cross, where the chain begins to fall. In the space before reaction, I can hear a deeper call. I will not become what the anger asks of me. I will not become what the fear has made of me. I will stay, I will see. I will let the old one lead. This is the inner cross, not a symbol far away. It is every living moment when I choose another way. This is the inner cross, where the force begins to fall, and the self I thought was dying was never me at all. Stay awake, let it break. Through the flame, I do not return the same. The fire rises before the word. The body moves before I'm heard. The old road opens inside my chest, but something watches and lets it rest. Between the impulse and the response, there is story ends. The wave can rise and fall again. The storm can come, the body shake, but I can pause before I make the old reaction my command. I can feel and still can stand between the impulse and the response. There is a silence, there is a choice between the impulse and the response. I find the freedom inside my voice. Stay awake, I do not have to become the pain. Hold the space, I do not have to repeat the chain between the impulse and the response. There is a doorway, there is a choice between the impulse and the response. I hear a deeper voice.
I wore the names they gave me like clothing on my skin. Every wound became a sentence, every loss became a hymn. I learned to call it me, every fear and every scar. I built a life from memory and forgot how wide I am. But I am not my story, I am not the voice of fear, I am not the old reflection that has followed me for years. I am not my story, I am not what happened then. I am the one who sees it rising and can choose again. I let it go. I am more. I open wide. I am not the past inside. I have carried every failure like a mark across my name. Turned a moment into identity, turned the lesson into shame. But the thought is not the thinker, and the feeling is not me. Every wave can move within me without becoming the sea. I am not my story, I am not the voice of
thought I had to leave this life to find another one. I thought the sky would open wide and tell me I had won. But every door I waited for was hidden in the breath, and every life I tried to save was buried in the past. I am born again, not by another name, not by a promise spoken, not by hiding from the pain. I am born again. Every time I see I do not have to live as who I used to be. Yeah. Rise again, I begin again. Yeah. Life within, a new life starts beneath the skin. The old world still surrounds me, the same roads, the same sky. But something in the one who sees no longer has to hide. The fear can still come knocking, the wound can speak its name, but I can hear it without letting the old life take the reins. I am born again, not by becoming more, but when the self I carry is no longer at the door. I am born again. When reaction loses hope, when the heart becomes more open, and the mind releases control. Not a new disguise, not a better mask, not another answer covering the past. It is a different scene, a different way to stand, a life no longer governed by the shadows in my head. Let the old world fall, let the new side rise, let the heart remember what was never meant to die. I am born again. In the space before the word, in the silence where the deeper voice of life can still be heard. I am born again. Every time I choose to meet the living moment without the fear of what I'll lose. Rise again, higher, begin again. Now I see a new life is awakening in me. I am born again, not once, but every day. Each time the old self loosens and love becomes the way.
I used to ask the world to tell me who I was. I measured every moment by the fear of what it cost. I tried to force the river, I tried to name the sky, but every fixed conclusion only narrowed what was wide. Now I see a clearer way, not a perfect road, a quieter direction, a lighter load. I do not need to know it all to take a step today. I only need to listen for a clearer way. The anger still can visit, the sorrow still can rise, but I no longer call them the measure of my life. The old road may remember the shape of yesterday, but every breath can turn me toward a clearer way. Now I see a clearer way, not a life without the rain, but a heart that does not have to become the pain. I do not need to hold the past or force the light to stay. I only need to return to a clearer way. Less reaction, more attention, less defending, more reflection, less control, more trust, less becoming what I was. The truth is not a weapon, the light is not a crown. The path is simply learning what to carry, what to lay down. Now I see a clearer way, not somewhere far from here. It begins before the answer, in the space where I can hear. I do not need a final name or one unchanging day. I only need the courage for a clearer way. Open eyes, open eyes. Open life. Now I know the clearer way is how I go. Not a final answer, not a perfect view, just a little less illusion, and a little